Good morning, class. We'll start with our online classes from today onwards. In our last physical class, we have started the chapter acid, bases and salts, and I have introduced the chapter along with the basics: water, acids, bases and salt. Once again, we'll start from the very beginning regarding acid, bases and salt. Acids were derived from the Latin word acidus, meaning sour. As I said in our class, that acids have got the properties that they are sour in taste and bases are soapy in nature. So acids have been derived from the Latin word acidus, which means sour. Now, the proper definition of acid is: an acid is a compound which contains one or more hydrogen atoms. When these compounds are dissolved in water, they yield hydronium ions H3O plus as the only positively charged ion. No. So acid is a compound which can give H plus ion easily, we can say, or when we dissolve in water, they form hydronium ions H3O plus as the only positively charged ion. They are called as acids. Now, just to make you understand how hydronium ion is formed, this is the electron dot diagram for water molecule. In this, the oxygen has got 6 lone pair of electron in the outermost, and hydrogen has got 1 which has been represented by a cross mark. Now, this will form a covalent bond with 2 hydrogen atoms. The remaining 2 lone pair of electrons accept that H plus to form hydronium ion, and in this there is a formation of coordinate bond, as we know. So hydrated hydrogen ion is equal to hydronium ion. Now, equations for dissociation or ionization for acids. Acids dissolve in water to produce hydronium ions. Say for example, HCl plus water giving you H3O plus and Cl minus. That means this H and Cl will be as H plus, that will go along with the water and form hydronium ion, whereas Cl minus will remain as Cl minus. Similarly, HNO3, hydronium ion and nitrate. H2SO4, 2 molecules of hydronium ion and sulfate. Acetic acid, when dissolved in water, it will form hydronium ion and acetate. So in each and every case, if you see, there is a formation of hydronium ion. So this formation of hydronium ion indicates that the compounds that we have taken over here, they are acids. So acids dissolve in water to produce hydronium ions. Next, we can classify acids on the basis of the sources. Say for example, they are classified as organic acid and inorganic acids. Organic acid means these acids are obtained from plant sources. Example, oxalic acid, malic acid. Okay, so the acids which are obtained from plants, we call it the organic acid. It contains carbon atoms along with hydrogen atoms. These are generally weak acids. Whereas when you talk about inorganic acids, these acids are obtained usually from minerals. These are generally strong acids. So the acids which are obtained from plant, organic acid, and the acids which are usually obtained from minerals, they are strong acids. You can see they do not contain carbon, except carbonic acid, H2SO3, which is an inorganic acid with carbon atom. Fine. So on the basis of the sources, it has been classified in 2 types: organic acid and inorganic acid. Now, these are the various sources of organic and inorganic acid. We can see sources of acids. Lemon gives you citric acid. Tomato, you get oxalic acid. Grapes, tartaric acid. Milk, lactic acid. And formic acid. Apple, malic acid. And vinegar, acetic acid. So these are the common organic acids we can see. Whereas inorganic acids, HCl, that is hydrogen, hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acids. These are inorganic acids and they are obtained from minerals. Next, it can also be classified into 2 types. They are called oxalic acids and hydra acids. Oxyacid means acid which contains oxygen along with hydrogen and some other element. Acid which contains oxygen along with hydrogen and some other element, they are called as oxyacids. Example, nitric acid HNO3, sulfuric acid H2SO4. Similarly, hydroacids are acids which contain hydrogen and a non-metallic element. They do not contain oxygen. Examples, hydrochloric acid and hydrobromic acid. So oxyacid means acid which contains oxygen along with hydrogen and some other element, whereas hydroacid means which contains hydrogen and non-metallic elements. Examples are HCl and HBr, we can say. Next, on the basis of these terms, acids can be classified in two types: strong acid and weak acid. Strong acid means this acid ionizes completely in solution and produce high concentration of hydronium ion. So the acids which can dissociate or ionize easily, giving you high concentration of that H plus ion, we call it as strong acid. Example, HCl, only ions present in solution. Whereas weak acid means these acids do not ionize completely in solution and contains both ions and molecule. Example, acetic acid. So strong acid, they ionize completely, whereas weak acids, they do not ionize completely in solutions. Now, to have a clear idea about the strong and weak acids in water, we have taken this is an acid. When it is ionized, when it dissolves in water, it will ionize into this form, H plus and other negative ion. So when it is completely ionized, that means when it is completely departed from each other, they are called as strong acids and only ions are present, either positive or negative. Whereas when you take weak acids, in imic acid, what will happen? There will be only a partial ionization, we can say. Few will remain attached with each other. Only few will be ionized. Both molecules and ions are present. Next, strong acid only ions, weak acid ions and molecule. So in this we have got HCl, strong acids, where you can see that all the ions has been completely ionized, H plus and Cl. Whereas in case of weak acid, there will be only a partial ionization, say for example H plus and CO3 minus, whereas some of the carbonic acid will remain as it is. Okay, this is how you will differentiate between strong and weak acids. Now today's assignment number 1, define an acid. Question number 2, what happens when the following acids react with water? Give the chemical equations: HCl, H2SO4, acetic acid, CH3COH. Question number 3, differentiate between organic acids and inorganic acids. Differentiate between it. Question number 4 is, what are oxyacids and hydroacids? Give example. And question number 5, distinguish between strong acids and weak acids. So complete this assignment and send it in my mail.